Today on Destination Polaris, we head to sunny Southern California for Project X. Assault Industries, do your thing. Destination Polaris starts right now.
Destination Polaris is presented by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications.
Welcome to Destination Polaris and Project X. We're in Southern California at the home of Assault Industries. These guys make all the coolest accessories. Let's go inside, see what they're up to. Marcelo.
Jared.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good, always good to be back in SoCal.
Yeah, I'm so glad to see you here.
Glad to see you, and I'm glad to see this new Pro XP. What are you guys gonna do with it?
Man, we are ready to assault it.
That's what you guys do.
Let's do it.
I'm excited.
So Assault's in Garden Grove, California. We've been here now for 5 years and we're busting at the seams. Assault makes everything possible. We've got a full-blown machine shop, and that's how we started the company. We've got CNC machines, we've got tube benders, we've got presses and brakes, and we really started off manufacturing for aerospace and a lot of military parts. Hence, that's how we came up with the Assault name. As Assault, we want people to be able to come to us and say, I want a cage. I also need mirrors. I also need a bumper. I need some radius rods, tie rods. You know what? We're gonna be like a Costco to the UTV guy, but with a really badass name and product that's engineered and designed by people that know how to manufacture. The last builds were all 4-seaters, and this time we're going on the new platform, the Pro XP 2-seater. I'm really excited about this new Pro XP. It's a brand new platform and it's perfectly built for what we do out here. It's good for the desert, it's great for the sand. The first thing I did when I got the machine was get inside of it and sit in it and just start looking at, okay, how well you can see from the actual seat position, the look of everything, the finish inside. They thought about everything, where the switches are. You're actually able to recline your seat a little bit. Just everything was really thought out on this new platform. So the very first build we did with you, Jared, was the A-bomb, which was white and copper. That was a crazy build. Yeah, that had Sandcraft's plastic, which just made it look pretty crazy and different. Really, really wide, and yeah, it was a fun build. So for our second build, we did the P51 Chrome Turbo S car. Yeah, the B51 Chrome build. Yeah, we had the doors chromed out, the suspension, the HCR suspension was all chromed out. That was a very expensive build just because we had so much chrome on that car. For this build, we've got everything from front bumpers to a brand new cage that Manuel, my engineer, actually helped design. We're gonna put on mirrors, sun visors, our Cobra cooler, and radius rods, tie rods. Everything we've got, we're throwing at this machine. We're gonna assault it. We're gonna put on rugged radios. We've got Simpson seats, KMC, fuel tires, Trinity exhaust, Dyno Jet, HCR, We also have got buggy whips, and again, just like on A-Bomb, I've got King shocks helping us out with some killer shocks. We got our 5-point harnesses we're gonna install, our new shifter, and lastly, I'm gonna bring out our new tool bag kit that every guy should have out there. I'm super excited.
So the guys are gonna finish tearing apart the machine, and when we come back, we're gonna give it a full makeover. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications. Polaris Lubricants, the only oil developed with and for your Polaris engine. And by Walton's, everything but the meat.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. As you can see, our Pro XP completely torn apart, and now time to put it back together. And we're gonna start with suspension. So we brought in Brandon from HCR Racing, and Brandon, we're taking this machine from 64 inches to 72, man.
Yeah, so the fun part about this car is obviously they released it as only a 64-inch car. So it allowed us to come in and add that extra stability and strength, clearance, the whole nine to really change it up and make it what we all wanted it to be out of the gate. We were able to widen it out and just really give that driver the confidence of pushing it to the limits.
Plus the look is totally different, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's a fun thing about our stuff.
What do you think of the color?
It's different,
Yeah?
but I dig it.
Yeah?
That stealthy look for sure.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? You ready to put it on?
Yeah,
I'm putting you to work, you know that.
That's all right.
Okay, all right, get your hands dirty?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just finished installing the HCR kit, and fit, form, and function just was perfect. Really easy install. We tied it up with our new Assault tie rods for this new Pro XP Razor. And the only thing that we got to finish up now is those beautiful King shocks. Let's go grab them and install them.
Old shocks, new shocks, look the same size, but definitely not quite the same weight.
Yeah, I'm glad I got the heavier one over here.
Yeah, look at the guns on this guy all of a sudden. Like,
I'm starting to sway here. I think I need to work out a little bit more.
I mean, why go with the King shocks?
They're really heavy duty. These things are made for racing. I mean, you can just see the shaft they've got on here. They've got this new IPP valving that just makes these things just work really good out in the desert. Can you tell I'm actually sweating? As soon as we got the box from King Shocks, we were super stoked to open up the box and see what we got. It was Christmas Day. The shocks just looked so good. And with the King shocks, you just know that you're just getting a real race-ready shock that will take every single bump that you give it.
You ready?
Let's do this.
Moment of
Let's do
truth,
it.
guys. This is always a big thing, yeah.
Bend your knees.
Extra heavy. For some people, not for me. Tom, you gonna go around there?
Yep.
Okay, there you go. Okay, we're good. Everyone watch your fingers and toes. What do you think, Marcelo?
That looks good.
Yeah?
It sure does give it that a completely different look, doesn't it? Man, it turned out awesome. Super stoked on this. Manuel, our head engineer here, was able to scan the car with our ferro arm and really look at all the key points, get the sleek look. Super stoked and really happy with it. We want everything to have that just really mean look, really aggressive. And you know, with this cage, what Manuel did was, I mean, he just hit it right out of the park, that's for sure. We're doing KMCs and fuel tires. We think it's a perfect combination for this build, and we're actually going with 35s to just give it that real mean, big stance.
Marcelo, you can't go on any ride without bringing some tools, and you guys have created the ultimate tool set here.
Yeah, we actually really did. I'm super stoked the way our tools came out. We teamed up with one of the best tool manufacturers in the world and really co-branded our own set of tools in a perfect little pouch right here.
No kidding, this thing's great. Let's take a look. Man. Open it up. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, we got everything from a hammer. We've got, Phillips, screwdrivers, torque wrenches. We actually have all the sockets. Anything you need to work on a UTV while you're out in the desert, we've got it in this pouch.
I know how to break stuff. That's all I know how to do, but I'll let you fix it. How's that?
Sounds great.
Suspension is on, wheels and tires, cage. I don't even know if we can get this thing out the door. Stick around. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by HCR Racing, passion-driven, American-made. And by Polaris Adventures, adventure everywhere.
Welcome back to Destination Polaris. We're about halfway done with our build, and now it's time to finish it up. My guess is we're gonna see a lot of this product going on today.
We're gonna salt this thing. So I got the new Pro XP grill that we actually designed for Polaris. You can actually find it at any Polaris dealership. It goes really nicely with our front bumper here that will house any 10-inch light bar. So let's see what this thing looks like. Everybody loves our mirrors, and everybody loves lights. So what we did is we married both of them together and came out with this really, really sick mirror. But what this does is, the best part about this mirror is that when you're bombing down a trail and you gotta make that hard left or hard right, this will have light already there for you. This is probably one of my favorite products that we developed and engineered this past year. Hey, do you have a $1 bill? I usually do with 100, but...
Marcelo's asking me for money. This is as most money as I'm going to give him.
I hope I don't rip it.
It's right here. You'll do just fine. Tell me why you use a $1 bill or money.
So just so we don't scratch the cage, so basically what we do is just put, Washington,
George Washington right there.
Yep, right there. And we just slide it on there and we remove it, and there's no marks on the cage.
I'll take that back, please.
What? You're not buying me a Coke?
I'll take that back. Thank you very much.
So these are our sun visors that we just developed last year, and the great thing about this is that they're adjustable. We made them a tinted plexiglass so you can actually see through it. One of our favorite products is our clamps. As you can see, they're really low profile. You could use them with a roof, you could put a windshield on them, and it doesn't interfere. Simpson has been one of our favorite seats that we've been using for the last 2 or 3 years. And they put the colors together great, the quality, the materials they use. They knocked it out of the park for sure this time. So the cool thing about our seatbelts is how you can take these off and just wash them. They get dirty, you change the color scheme, you want red, blue, or black. They're super easy to interchange, remove, and so are our shoulder pads.
If there's one thing we do on all of our builds, it's communications, and we've got Steve here from Rugged, and this is a great setup.
Yeah. Hey, communications is key to a good relationship.
We talk a lot.
We do, we do. So we've got our RM60 60-watt radio, our 696 intercom. You can Bluetooth your phone in, listen to your music, talk to your buddies, talk to your wife, girlfriend, whatever in the car at the same time. It's absolutely fantastic and key to being safe out on the trail, for one, keeping in contact, letting everybody know where you're at. This is the Cadillac of our systems for the recreational end of things. Like I said, you can Bluetooth your phone in, listen to your music. In the Polaris, you can Bluetooth this right to the ride command.
Steve, can you hear me? Is this how this works? Do I just walk around it like this?
It's like a boombox.
Like a boombox. I don't know what you guys have done with this.
We're showing our age.
All right, let's put on the Baja Design light bar on here. They're one of the lights that we've been using. They work really, really well. They throw out a bunch of light.
Enough space there?
I don't know, we'll find out. We YouTubed it before we got here, so
Did you?
see what
It's your first time?
Yeah, first time,
yeah.
so.
We brought in Andrew from Proline Wraps, and Andrew, and there's nobody better than you doing this stuff, dude.
Awesome, I appreciate that.
Yeah. How do you take someone's idea and then turn it into this?
That's something we specialize in, actually, is the design, because their whole theme is kind of more military, and Marcelo sent over a photo that he liked, and we changed some lines up and made it personal for him, and it made it reality, and it fits the build, fits the color scheme, and fits their colors also.
You gotta have yellow in it.
Of course, you gotta have yellow.
Dude, I'll let you finish up here, man. You're almost done?
Yeah, we're just trying to figure it out over here, so
Right.
first time, so.
So Proline's just about finished, and before we complete this build, we brought in Adam from Renegade Products to detail it.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do a quick wipe down with the waterless wash, and then go ahead and wrap it up with Rebel rubber and vinyl, which will brighten up the plastics, kind of get it ready for the road.
Nice, lots of my fingerprints on this build, so you guys got a lot of work to do. Marcelo, we're done. What do you think?
I can't be happier. This thing turned out so awesome. The colors are awesome, the wrap's awesome. Everything about it is exactly what I wanted.
Cool. Next stop, we're taking it to the desert. You're watching Destination Polaris.
Destination Polaris is sponsored by Aluma Trailers, ready to ride when you are. And by Cormark Metals, where technology and creativity meet.
Welcome back to DP. The build is done. We're in the desert. Why don't we take this for a ride?
We are in Barstow, California. Literally halfway point between LA and Las Vegas. So this is a really, really popular place to come out. This is where we test and prove the machines. I can't stop smiling about it. Everything just looks so good. I love it. The look, the colors, all the product. I mean, we've got the best product on this machine. The first thing I like to do is make sure my helmet's on good, get inside, make sure our harnesses are strapped. And the next thing I like to do is just really just get gas and go. Let's go rip it up. The wider you go, the better it is for us out here. We teamed up with HCR for the suspension arms, and we've got our machine out to 72 inches now. And then we teamed up with King to get over all the bumps and whoops without a problem. So to help us hook up, we've got fuel tires mounted on our KMC wheels, and it's a perfect combination for the desert out here. It's not our first cage, but it is for the Pro XP, and the look, it just gives it that really aggressive look. I'm really, really happy with the way this cage turned out. So we assaulted this Pro XP. We added our side mirrors, our center mirror, our sun visors, our harnesses, all our billet components like our radius rods, tie rods, sway bar links. You name it, it's on this machine. We've got lights on top, we've got ambers down below for the dusty situations, and then again, I've got the Nighthawks on our side mirrors, which, man, it's one of the best products we came out with. So the outside looks great, but so does the inside. I mean, Simpson seats just really make that interior just pop. We also added the 350R Assault steering wheel. This thing is so comfortable to use. It's a little bit bigger in radius. The grip's a little bit wider as well. Communication is great. Rugged Radios has always been great for us and made our riding experience that much better. So we got all these awesome parts, but to tie it all together, you need the wrap. And the wrap is what just makes this machine look really good. I love it, it's aggressive, it's our color scheme. I can't be any happier than I am right now. It rode amazing. And those King shocks and the HCR suspension actually soaked up every bump out there. The tires hooked up really well. We had great power from Trinity and DynoJet. This is what I love to do, and I wish we had more time. I mean, there's so many trails, there's so much more to see, and there's so much more desert to actually use this Pro XP. Can we go back out and do some more? I'm not ready to go home.